Hi, and welcome to the Growing as a Family podcast. My name is Joel.
And I'm Clarice.
And today we are talking about how and why we prioritize family togetherness. We thought we should do a podcast like this because we really enjoy family time. We enjoy putting family first and really together. And so we thought we should give our point of view on it and our thoughts and give you a podcast.
Yeah. I feel like people today are valuing family time less and less and more like your own personal pursuits or hobbies or making money or just, grinding it out. And
family becomes secondary and it doesn't become the priority anymore. And we want to push back on that.
Yeah. Keep in mind, it's just Joel, me, and our daughter right now. We have another baby on the way. Go watch our pregnant podcast. But, but this is something we're trying to instill and build upon as we grow in size.
If that's our thought, then our family, our kids will come along in that. And it won't be something foreign that we're all learning. And it's something we are learning. So we're not the best at it. We're not pros. But it's something that is on our hearts, and we want to prioritize family more.
Yeah. I feel like since we started dating, it kind of, once you start dating and you're, infatuated.
I only need this person.
You just really just want to hang out with them.
Yeah,
but
totally.
That's, totally transferred into our marriage. And not that we don't hang out with people. I feel like we have a great balance. We do a lot of things with other people together still. Right. So it always feels like we're together. But, yeah, ever since, I became a married woman, I always felt like I was becoming just more, home-centered or maybe slightly introverted. But it was really, I just needed you.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And I felt like I found my person and where I always wanted to be. So.
Well, and you were truly, my other half. You filled, a part of me that I didn't know needed to be filled. And that was entirely up to God, and his work in our lives. But beyond that, it's you are the only person that I want to grow with and continue to grow with for the rest of my life. And so why would I not want to put time into spending time with you and growing? Because you're really the only person that matters. And then, of course, our family will come into that.
Yeah. And I just I like you. And I enjoy being around you. So.
Me too.
I'm I don't need anybody else.
Yeah.
But we have a healthy balance there, I think. But yeah, so we thought we'd jump into the why we prioritize being together as a family, and then kind of how some practical ways that we do that. So
go for it.
I thought of a practical reason that we spend time together is just because, at least for you and I, we have such distinct roles and we function better when we're together.
Oh yeah.
Just if you haven't watched our other videos, we're pretty traditional in how we function as husband and wife. And so I feel like I can do some of the things that you do, but it's not long lasting,
Same, right back at you. I feel like I could do some stuff that you do, and I just don't. I can't do it. I'd get burnt out.
Yeah.
So.
And it makes us appreciate each other and therefore want to spend more time together.
Yeah.
But I feel like the house is running well and all of our spirits are filled when we're together. So it's just kind of in our best interest.
Oh, for sure. Because there's been times where you've gone with some of your girls to an outing, and I'm at home and I'm I can never do this for long periods of time because I get bored really easy. And if taking care of the family is something that I don't have a nurture bone. I do, but it's not strong in me. And so I was if I had to do this every day, I'd get tired. But I like doing that with you because then I feel like we're a team and we're doing it together and I'm not just like on an island by myself.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
We also have a note here that says it's not natural. I would agree with that because my natural God-given ability is to provide and to serve and protect. And so when I'm doing those roles for our family, I feel very fulfilled and very like accomplished and very peace-filled in that area. And so when I'm like out of that and doing part of your role, it's not bad for a while, but if I had to do it all the time, I feel like I'd go crazy.
Yeah. We fill each other up.
We do. We really do.
I feel like another like basic foundational thing is that family matters to us. So that's we prioritize being together because it's what matters.
Yeah.
God has like greatly blessed us with the privilege of being married and now the privilege of being parents.
Oh yeah.
And we don't want to squander that. And I want to pour into the area that God has given me the most impact. And I mean, I might not have the most impact yet on my children because they're, one and there's one of them. But I'm preparing for that and training for that. And, right now, I feel like I have an impact on you, as your helper. And you have an impact on me.
I do.
As my, provider and protector. And so I feel like, we have a great impact on each other's lives.
We do. And we shape and grow, our family. And during, in communication, we express, our desires of how we want to grow and what do we want our family doing. And, again, it's the only thing that really matters. Other people do matter and, your outreach spiritually matters. But if, even if you go to, Timothy and Titus and you read, what is a godly man, and how is that laid out? One of the qualifications is able to control and tend to his family. And so that's something that I think a lot of people nowadays, the general public, I'm saying, neglects because fathers are the ones that are providing, and so they can be gone 24/7. They can be doing other things because it's all justified under I'm providing for my family. Where in reality, your family is what only matters. And trusting in the Lord that he has your finances and obviously doing your part, going to work and providing for your family. But then again, remembering that that's not my sole purpose, my family is. And so
I feel like maybe a lot of people think of providing as money. And I mean, that is, one of the main things, making sure that your family can survive or not, in poverty or whatever. But I feel like providing is also providing spiritually.
It is.
And, being there, kids I feel like are so much better trained and everything when they have their dad at home.
Oh yeah. Well, your family needs both parents because it's, like we said, it's two different roles. And so the mother brings different things and different training than the father does, but your kids are going to need both. And you can see that in today's culture of how kids grow up without another parent and how vastly different they are or tendencies that they have and that's how God designed it, to have both, mother and father train the family and be with the family. Yeah. And how can you be with them if you're not around?
Yeah.
So
for sure. Yeah, I feel like we want to have a strong family bond.
We do.
And have deep relationships with each other. And I've read a few books that talk about having strong heartstrings, and I like that phrase.
It's a good word picture.
Having that connection and not, having fraying strings that are about to break. Having really strong connection in your family. And I mean, you have to do that with time.
Yep.
And, you know, actions really speak louder than words is what they always say. So you can say, oh, like, I love being with you, but if I'm, you know, never with you, or I don't make eye contact with you, or whatever, that doesn't show that I mean that I love you. And
yeah, definitely.
So I feel like I want to show that to you and show that to our kids.
Right. Well, and like, how can you, in my position, like, how can I lead my family if I don't know my family? And one of the verses that comes to mind when we were talking about this podcast was Proverbs 27, 23, and 24, which says, "Know well the condition of your flocks, and give attention to your herds, for riches do not last forever, nor a crown for all generations." And so when I read that verse, I'm like, well, okay, know the condition of your flocks. Like, if I'm never around, if I don't know how my family's doing, if I don't know how little Timmy is doing in school or whatnot, how am I, you know, in that position to lead and come along inside and teach if I don't know how they're doing? And so it goes on in the later verses too. It says, "When the grass is gone and new growth appears and the herbage of the mountains is gathered, the lambs will provide your clothing, and the goats the price of your field. There will be enough goat's milk for your food and for the food of your household, and the nourishment for your servant girls." And so, like, the more you train your children, they'll take care of you after, and you'll reap what you sow. And to me, that just brings me so much joy in my heart, because I'm like, hey, the more time I spend with my kids, the more that I know about them, the more that I train them, it's going to provide me riches in the future.
Yeah. So, yeah, I really like that verse. But yeah. I feel like another practical why is because it builds memories, like being together.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone today is about, you know, the memories and building all my memories, but it's true. Like, you only remember, like, what you do together if you do stuff together. And I feel like that's another thing that just ties your family closer together. And it doesn't have to be extravagant, you know, memories. It's just like the simple things. Like we've noticed lately that our daughter, she's 15 months now, but she's really becoming like a toddler more.
Oh yeah.
And
it's crazy.
You know, since we're both present and like truly present in the moment, we watch her and observe her, and you know, so we have the same memories of like, oh, she just did this, or we both saw what just happened.
Right.
And I feel like that's so fun to like experience those little joys together and build those small memories. Yeah, one day at a time.
Well, and even it builds memories for your kids. Like
as they get older.
As they get older. And having that knowledge of like, my family life, my home life is amazing. Like I love both my parents, and they are together with me.
Yeah. And that's where you get like traditions and those key things that you remember about your childhood that maybe your parents weren't even trying to create a memory around. Right. But it was just such an integral part of your childhood that that's what you remember it as. Yeah. It's like nostalgia, you know? But we want to create like a nostalgic memory of all being together and just remembering their childhood in a really positive way.
Right. And we want to, you know, provide future stability too for them of just how observing how they were brought up, and you know, if Lord willing, replicate it. You know, if the Lord works through us, through our children.
Yeah.
It's a humbling experience.
So convicting to think like, do I want my daughter to grow up like me? I'm like, oh, do I?
What am I doing?
I got a lot to fix. Yeah, they always say like you should want your daughter to grow up to be like you, and your son to grow up to want to marry someone like you. And that will like hold you accountable as you grow as a mom, and then vice versa for the dad and his daughters and sons. But yeah, I feel like even in just our case of being together, like that shows our kids that we have love, and that their family and their whole life is built on love. And I mean, that's why they're here.
Right, exactly.
And I feel like you just feel so stable as a kid when you can see your parents in love and wanting to be together.
Mm-hmm.
And then, showing your kids that you want to be with them and you delight in them.
Yeah.
And you care about their future and their well-being. That's why you're training them and caring for them in practical ways. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just feel like that's a big reason why we want to be together is so that our kids just feel that stability and that security.
Yeah. Well, and we always want to give our kids the time of day. Like even with our daughter, we notice already she observes a lot. And she just loves like looking at you and just loves spending time with you. Mm-hmm. And we want to just give that to her, and we don't want to neglect it and like just brush it off. But we really want to pour time into her. And
yeah, I feel like one of the first things I noticed after becoming a mom was how observant like babies are. And I felt so convicted of like, I just want to, I want to look at her. Like, if she wants to look at me and study my face and find that so interesting, then I was, trying to put myself in her shoes and, talk to her, make eye contact with her, like, make all the different facial expressions and just show her that, I'm excited to be around her. And even now, like, she'll look at you when you're, like, talking and it's, I feel like she already values family togetherness. It's so cute because when Joel gets home from work, she can hear like the side door open, and I'm always like, "Oh, Dada's home," and she'll go waddling over there, and she's getting faster and faster. But
it brings me so much joy.
Yeah, she'll waddle over and be like, so excited, give him a big smile, but. Yeah, or like in the grocery store, if you walk far enough away and then she sees you coming back, it's like you get this big smile. And that just brings me so much joy that like we're her people.
We are.
And we're where she feels safe. But that's a whole nother, how and why we like to be parents.
That's true. Have kids, they're awesome.
Yeah.
They're tough, but they're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So
such a blessing.
How do we do family togetherness?
Yeah. Well, you can talk about it first.
We are involved in each other's hobbies. And that's something we've said on this podcast before. I really like spending time with you. And if yeah, well, end of the podcast. There you go, folks. But it's more than that. Like, I don't always enjoy some of the hobbies that you do, but I like doing them or spending time with you while you do them because I get to spend time with you. And it goes deeper than just like wanting to go shopping or something like that. I don't always enjoy just walking around aimlessly looking at stuff that I don't need.
You like doing that.
I do,
when
but
it's tools.
Exactly, when it's something I need.
Okay.
But I get to spend time with you. I get to spend time with our daughter, and we again get to make memories in that. And like I said, it goes deeper than just wanting to do the hobby. It's like, for me, it's like family time, and I think we've been involved in each other's lives since we started dating and whatnot, and it's like a joy for us. It's not forced.
Yeah, I feel like we've always tried each other's hobbies.
We have.
Or like in college, like I would rollerblade and you bought rollerblades. And so we'd do that together, and you snowboarded, or you still snowboard.
I do.
And then I tried snowboarding.
She was pretty good.
Yeah. It hurts your bum. Be careful. But yeah, I feel like we would, or even like you cook with me. I try and help you with projects like outside or inside.
Yeah.
And I mean, even the other day, like you painted with me,
I did.
and I mean, you do it really fast and efficiently, and then you're done. And I'm like, intricate painting, but it meant so much to me.
Yeah.
It just felt like what guy does this? Yeah. But
well, especially me, because my attention spans, like, it's not attention span, but it's more of like I have a get it done mindset. And so when I like painting, I'm just like, I need to get it done. And I'm like, I need to paint. And okay, I'll paint this in 5 minutes. And you're like, it took me like 3 days.
Or you think like there's something more like meaningful that you could be doing right then, even if there like isn't. I'm like, there's no like projects to do. But you're like, I gotta finish this because then I'm on to the next thing, even if there isn't a next thing.
That's very true. That's very true.
I know you.
You do know me.
But yeah, I feel like we've always valued doing things together. A big one that we've said in multiple ones is we always eat together. Yeah. When we're both home together. Yep. On the weekends, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't always make something, extravagant. I really like making breakfast and dinner. I don't know about you other like ladies, but lunch just gets lost. Like
that's when Joel makes his famous sandwiches.
Yeah. Don't ask what's in them. But yeah, we'll just kind of like scour the fridge for like leftovers or something. But yeah, I feel like no matter what we're eating, it's just about sitting there together and enjoying a meal and a conversation. And we always have our daughter here with us, and she's learned great eating habits because we've always ate together. And I mean, sure, she throws like some little fits if she doesn't get her food right away or something, but it's laying the foundation. And, we pray together at meals. We pray together, when stuff arises. Maybe not as much as we ought to.
Sure. Definitely not. But
yeah, definitely not. We should be praying all day.
We should.
But yeah.
And I think the important part, too, is we sit down together as a family. And I think right in this culture, it's becoming very different. Like the living room is becoming the dining room now. And people will take their food and they'll sit and eat in the living room, and they'll be focused on something else, or their attention is diverted to watching a TV show or something, like I said, different. But our focus is like we really want to have a set time where we all sit down together as a family. We share a meal. And that's something we do. And bringing our daughter along with that is proven to be so awesome. And we see so many good habits coming from her that we're going to continue to do that. And
I love I don't know what verse it is, but it's about like your like growing, thriving family. Like your children will be like olive shoots around your table. I think it's a proverb.
It probably is.
But it's like it sets it around the table, and where like Jesus dined with his disciples and the sinners and all sorts of people. And I feel like that's just a model of like how families ought to eat together.
Oh, yeah.
You eat together, you stay together.
That's right. That's right.
And plus, like, I don't know, it's just fun to share same meal.
It is.
In the same time.
Right. And we have like a designated time for it too. We're not like all sporadic, like, oh, you eat now, I'll eat later. I'll get, our daughter some food in like 10 minutes, and everybody's gobbling down different food or wherever. So, and we always usually eat around the same time too. So it's something that our daughter can expect, which has been nice. So yeah, I think another part, we go to sleep together. Not like when our daughter goes to sleep, but
7:30.
Clarice and I do.
Yeah.
And that's been a big part of our like family togetherness because it promotes like, again, family and doing the same thing together. And we brush our teeth at night and we joke around and laugh, and then we, crawl into bed together and we talk for a little bit and sometimes snuggle. But it's just, again, it's doing the same thing with your partner. And if you continue to do that, then your family will grow.
Yeah, it builds bonds. Like habits build a lot of what our relationships are like.
Yeah.
They're what they're built on,
Yeah.
But I really like that. We haven't always been like perfect at it.
Right.
Or, fights break out at night and it's and going to bed together just seems like, but
I would say we never fall asleep before the other.
Yeah. Well,
I like to fall asleep on the couch.
Yeah,
because
Joe likes to do a pre-sleep and doze off, but he doesn't count it as going to sleep.
No.
So once I'm done with my crocheting, then I just give him a couple smacks, and we get up and we brush our teeth.
That's right.
And then we legitimately go to bed. Yep. I would say that's like a normal.
That's a pretty normal night. I just get so tired. Like we'll be sitting around reading, and my eyes are just like, it's like 9:45, and I'm like, I'm bugging. I need to go to bed. So that is a normal night for us, though. But we do go to bed in our bed together.
Yeah. I'd say that we have like our evening routines together. Yeah. Like it's not that our daughter goes to bed and then you just doze off to sleep.
Right.
But we try and, spend quality time together, and then
I doze off and fall asleep.
Whatever.
I love it.
I just count my losses. I feel like another thing is we find value in doing little things together. So it's not like we only count our together time as when we go out to eat or when we go to this museum or this, this event or
like big extravagant things.
Yeah, or things that like cost money. It's like the majority of the things that we find joy in doing together and that promote our family togetherness is just being at home.
Exactly.
And, cooking together, playing some country music.
Yep.
Cleaning, putting away the Christmas decor.
Right. Yeah. But it's, for us, it's like we enjoy spending all of our little time together too. So I don't need like a man cave where I just need to get away, and you don't need a she shed so you can have your own time. Like we really enjoy spending our little time together, and I think that creates like a good bond between us too, and we create family habits and yeah.
And I feel like you're always good about telling me like, when you need to go do something, whether it's like, taxes or it's school related.
Projects on the house,
Yeah, like, then I know what to expect. And yeah, I feel like something that I want to continue growing in is like spending time together that's not like interrupted with like screens or just I don't know, I really like to be like focused on in like little ways. So like if I'm like telling a story that is less than exciting, I still I like when you pay attention to me, and but you're good at that. You just
well, and
I always want to grow in that.
We're constantly getting to know each other too still. Like we love having conversations together. We like sitting down and like, hey, how was your day? We went with your friends and you had like a book study day. Like, how did that go? And just I'm truly interested in her life, and you always say I don't do a lot, but you really do. And like once you really start sharing your life with the other person, like they want to know all the details. And I love every part of like, even how did your morning go? And
I love hearing about your work days. Even if it's like in depth about electrical, and I'm like,
me too. Some days, me too.
I still like to hear about it, and how your meeting went or whatever with your boss, or how your drive was because it's snowing. But I feel like we always try to get to know each other, and
we really do.
I'm always looking for like new questions to ask you. I'm like, there's got to be something I don't know about this guy.
Well, was it yesterday? You were like, okay, we're gonna play a game. You can only tell the truth, and I'm like, oh boy, what are we doing? So we're like driving in the car, and she's like, be honest, like, and then she says like a few things, and I'm like,
funny questions.
Yeah, they were, but I was like,
he's like, are you trying to get something out of me?
Yeah,
and I was like, no, I honestly just wanted to play like a never have I ever.
Do you have ulterior motives? So
that's how I am.
Yeah. What are you hiding from me?
I think, guys can be a little more like, oh, I already know everything about you.
Right.
And girls are always itching for that conversation that's so in depth. I feel like that's another thing, like, why I want to study the Bible with you more is because that brings up so many new conversations.
It does, yeah.
It's not like you're just trying to talk about your favorite movie and your hobbies, because I already know all that. Like,
yeah, you do.
And everything about you. No.
Yeah, and everything, exactly. Yep.
But talking about something, like, new.
Right. Yeah.
Or reading together.
And, like, conversation for us. We really enjoy that. And so it's like a love language.
Some people more than others.
Yes, yeah, that's right. That's true.
Yeah. But I feel like another one is being in church together. That includes our daughter. We don't send her to the nursery for multiple reasons. I don't think she'd do well in there.
Right. She really likes us.
Yeah. But I also want to try and, or we want to try and build that for like as long as possible. Just the fact that we sit together worshiping the Lord and listening to the message, and you know, we stay together. And
we've noticed she's really taken a liking to music, and just seeing her grow in that, and it's cool to, you know, something little that we're like, hey, we really want to keep her with us in church and not have her go to, you know, the nursery, and we've seen growth from that, and it's really cool to witness.
Yeah, she used to sit there a lot less successfully, and now we usually like make it through, and I've listened to some some good points. And it's not just constantly like getting up and leaving, but they learn.
They do. Another point I would say is we have a united goals and dreams. Our last podcast is a great testament to it. We really like to plan things together, and we really like to inform and talk through our dreams with the other person, and that they align with family and how we want, you know, our family to grow. Like, you know, for example, one of my dreams when I was young was I really wanted to be like a pro Frisbee player. And I was like, I'm going to go like play for Team USA. And I still really enjoy it, but it doesn't align with our future family goals and our dreams. And that's something that I've like, you know, had to be humble and like, okay, what is a priority here? Is it being on my own, going to Spain and playing Frisbee, or is it being here with my family and growing with that? And
I feel like that can feel like the simple route to take of like, almost like a burden, like, oh, now I have this family that I have to always be with. And you know, sometimes you feel like you can have like way more impact working longer hours or being in like ministry and always being away, and or doing something like a sport. But you forget like there's so much power in the family.
And that's, again, going back to our point that we made earlier, that's what matters. And when I was thinking about that, like that didn't align with our goals and dreams. And so that was something that I had to really pray about and be convicted of, okay, my thoughts are with family, and that's my true, genuine, you know, dream and goal. So
I feel like I've seen you grow a lot in that, because when we first got married and I was learning more about like submission and respect, when you like brought that up to me, I had like no idea how to answer. I was like, this is the trial, the first trial.
Oh my.
Like it felt like, you know, more than just saying, hey, I want to buy this $200 thing. It was like, I'm thinking this is what I want to do with like my life.
I'm gonna take like plane tickets, and I'm gonna buy plane tickets for the next like 3 months. I'm gonna go practice on like the East Coast, and then I'm gonna be gone to Spain and wherever they're playing for like.
It was such like weeks. Such a goal from like your prior life, and you know, we weren't totally like into our marriage yet, so I feel like those thoughts were still like coming up. But I was horrified. But I didn't know what to say. Right. I was like, oh.
Well, and that was something that we talked, like I feel like we never fought about that. We talked about it and we worked through it, and ultimately, you know, we came to the conclusion that we needed to prayerfully consider like where we wanted our family and our future life to go. And so that was something that, whether you say, you know, you think that I gave that up, or like we definitely rounded it off. Like I'm not doing Frisbee super extravagantly like that. I'm still playing Frisbee and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just on a smaller scale and it's more in line with our goals and our dreams for our family.
Yeah. You can maintain it.
Yeah.
But don't nag your husband. Just pray.
That's a good one. Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like we always think like, or we try to think like what's in the best interest of our family. And I mean, I'm perfect. Like I'm content just living my simple life with you guys. So I'm not trying to plan anything extravagant, but I'm always, I don't know, I feel like family's really prevalent in my mind and where my priorities are at this stage in my life. And
even as small as like saving for our next house. Like our goal is to, buy a big house where we can raise our kids and some land where they can learn and grow. And so we're not buying all the new things that we need, and we're keeping that family mindset of saving for our future, like even as small something like that.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty big.
Yeah, I mean it is big, but
yeah, I'm glad to know like that's where your thoughts are and where my thoughts are, because it just helps us, keep going towards the down the path that God has for us.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like that's our hows and our whys. And I feel like it's something that people need to revisit these days, and ask yourself how important family is in your life, and if your actions speak louder than your words. So
and know the condition of your flock. Know what your family is doing and how they're doing. So thank you for listening to our podcast, and we will see you next time.
That was so quick. Not even gonna, plug the website. growingasafamily.com.
Thank you.
Check us out. All right, bye.